Yes, students, in this session we learn to solve the numericals on motion in straight line. Say, to solve numericals in physics, it's always essential to follow few tips. First tip is to read the problem carefully, twice, thrice, or even four times. And while we are reading, we need to create our mental picture. That means whole lot of numerical statement to be created as a picture in your mind, and it may be written on the paper. And while you are reading or after reading, you write down the data given along with their symbols. That is second step. Once you write down data along with their symbols, the third step is to convert the system of units. Say some units may be in kilometer, some units may be in meter, to convert them into single system. Then fourth step is to analyze. That means you are supposed to think of how to solve the problem. That is to plan to get the solution. So, and then finally the solution. I show you all these steps step by step in the following numericals. You must be able to follow those steps for each and every problem. If you practice that, say you can solve the somewhat complex numericals also easily. These are the methods what are used by always the toppers to solve, not only in say physics. If you learn these numericals, we can solve our life problems, life troubles also easily and confidently. So we start with the first numerical. Say, I read. As I told you, we need to read numericals twice, thrice, or even four times. We read it. A car moving along a straight highway with a speed of 126 km per hour is brought to stop within a distance of 200 meter. What is retardation of car? In the bracket they have given assume it to be uniform. How long does it take for car to stop? Say I read first time and now I read second time, and also I want to write down the data along with that. A car moving along a straight highway. I write a figure there. Say car like this. Say this is the highway. Then you imagine this is the car and it is moving on a highway. This is our highway road. And at 126 kilometer per hour, observe, this is the speed with which it is traveling or velocity with which it is traveling, is brought to stop within a distance of 200 meter. That means here, say brought to stop means somehow brake is applied. That means before applying the brake, its velocity is 126 km per hour. So before applying, that means we need to take it as, can you tell me the symbol for that? It is initial velocity. I write U, 126 kilometer hour inverse. Kilometer per hour can also be written like this. Then brought to stop, that means its final velocity is 0. Its final velocity is 0. I write the figure. This is what I asked you to do. This should be in your mind once, or this should be created in your mind as soon as you start reading the problem. Say it is brought to stop means final velocity 0. And within a distance of 200 meter, say this distance is given 200 meter. Observe, I am taking from front to front. If you start with back to back, you can think of. Now, what is this 200 meter? It is the displacement or distance traveled. Observe, we have written all the data and we are given to assume the uniform retardation. That means speed goes on decreasing, therefore acceleration is negative. Now, A we write acceleration, uniform retardation. Okay. Now, how long does it take for the car to stop? Say in the next step, we need to write what to find along with its symbol and a question mark. How long does it take? That means time. How long does it? How long means time. To stop the car. So put a question mark in front of T. Observe, I have read the problem, I created a picture, and then in that picture I have written the data. U have written just before applying the brakes, and final velocity I have written 0 because it comes to stop, and distance traveled within that time is yes, that is 200 meter. T equals question mark. Now it is time for us to analyze. But before analyzing, we just check for the system of units. Say S is in meter, but U is in 126 kilometer per hour. You are supposed to convert that into meter per second because one unit is in meter, another is in kilometer is not correct. For that, how do we convert? Just observe. I write the conversion here. Say U 126 kilometer. Kilo means 1000 meter per hour in the denominator. Hour means 3600 seconds. So this we can write as 126. These two zeros goes, 2 5s are 2 18s are. So into 5 by 18 meter per second. Observe, always instead of doing all these calculations, once there is kilometer per hour, you simply multiply that number by 5 by 18, you will get it in meter per second. Meter per second. So now we go for it actually. This 18 sevens are 126. If you know the multiplication table, it is easy to do this type of calculation. So 35 meter per second. Now we got U converted into meter per second. A T to be calculated. A we know it is uniform. S is known. So now we start analyzing the situation. The fourth step and very important. Say in the fourth step, analyzing means what to find. T. What all the things we know. V, U, S. Say we know how to analyze, I will tell you. We know V, we know U, we know, say, yes. We want to find T. Say, what is the relation connecting V, U, S and T? It may involve all the four or it may involve 2 or 3. So, can you think of here T to be estimated, S is given, U is given, V is given. How to, which relation? We have only 3 relations. V equals U plus AT. Say I write, only 3 relations we have. V equals U plus AT. V square equals U square plus 2AS. And S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So these 3 we have. Now, which relation we want to choose? Say, I want to choose V equals U plus AT. There, V we know, U we know, A we don't know. T to be calculated. To calculate A, how to proceed? That's our next question. We know S. We know U. Again, T is not known, so S cannot be used. Shall we use this to find A? Say we know V, we know U, and we know S, so A can be found out. So after this, observe, we have written all the 3 formulae and we got an idea. I want to find T. So how to analyze the situation, I will tell you. Say in V, U, A, T, we know U, we know V, we want to find T, that's why I put question mark. A is not known. Next, to find A, for that we cannot use S is equal to because we don't know T. So we can use V square equals U square plus 2AS. There also we mark V is known, U is known, S is known. Observe, all the 3 quantities known except only one, A is not known. To to find A, you can make use of this equation. So I write to find A. Once we find A, you can substitute back to this V equals U plus AT to get T. Find A. V square equals U square plus 2AS. V is 0, U is 35 square plus 2. A we don't know, S is 200. S is 200. So A from this minus 35 square by 400, which amounts to be minus 3.06 meter per second square. Observe, units to be written carefully. Units to be written carefully. With this, now, once you write these things, observe, we have written these things. Let me tell you, A is minus 35 square by 400, which is minus 3.06. Why minus? Minus sign indicates the retardation. That means decreasing velocity. So once we know A, we can substitute for V equals U plus AT to get A. The T, V equals U plus AT. I write that in the next board. Observe carefully. We are thinking of like this. Now, to find T, I write. To find T, we use V equals U plus AT. V0, U35 minus 3.06 into T. So 3.06 T equals 35. Therefore, T equals 35 by 3.06, which amounts to be 11.44 seconds. 11.44 seconds, and it agrees with the given answer. So this is how we need to solve the numerical. Now we read the second problem. We try to apply the same tips or same manner in which we solved previous one. So what is our first step here? We need to read the problem carefully, twice, thrice, or even 4 times, so that we can create a picture in mind, and then that can be written here also on the board. Say a car is moving at a speed of 72 kilometers. Brakes are applied to stop it in 4 seconds. Say, observe, we read the sentence once again. A car is moving. We write the figure there. This is a road on which a car is moving at 72 kilometers per hour speed, and brakes are applied to stop it in 4 seconds. Say after some time, 4 seconds, it stops. So now your imagination should be like this. So you are moving on a road, you are sitting beside the driver applies the brake. At that moment, the speedometer shows 72 kilometers per hour. And after 4 seconds, it comes to rest. So can you tell me the symbols and data there? What is 72 kilometers per hour? It is the speed when brake is applied. Therefore, it should be the initial speed, U, 72 kilometers per hour. And then brakes are applied to stop it in 4 seconds. Say that means it comes to stop here, means final velocity is 0 as it stops, and time is given 4 seconds, in the 4 seconds. So this is the picture for the problem. After reading the first sentence, one sentence of the problem, we got this idea. What is that? Just imagine in your mind. If you want, you can close your eyes and think of that. A car is moving at a speed of 72 kilometers per hour. Just imagine. You are beside the driver and you are looking at the speedometer of the car, and it shows 72 kilometers per hour at the moment when brake is applied. And it comes to rest. Once brake is applied to start the stopwatch, what you have, once it stops, note down the time, it shows 4 seconds. So to stop, 4 seconds it taken. And what is the velocity or speed when it is stopped? It is 0. So V0. Once you know, now what we are asked to calculate, we write down. A, the retardation produced, that means retardation means A, question mark. B, the distance traveled by the car before coming to rest, that means yes, question mark. These two are the things to be calculated. Observe, we have written the symbols, along with that data is also written, and observe, we have written what to find. First question A tells us you are supposed to find the retardation. Retardation means A, acceleration, that is negative acceleration. B, the distance traveled by the car before coming to rest, yes. So this is our B question. Now, what is our next step? To see whether the things are in the same units, same system of units or not. Observe, U is 72 kilometers per hour. In the hour, it is in second. So we need to convert 72 kilometers per hour into seconds. The next step. Once we have written data and all those things, U to be converted. What I said in the previous problem, you multiply by 5 by 18 and you will get it in meters per second. 18 fours are, so 20. U is 20 meter per second. Once 20 meter per second is there, U, we converted it into meter per second. Time is also second. We are all set to start analyzing the situation. To analyze means what to do. Can you tell? To analyze means what to do. What to find? Say A to be found. We have three equations. V equals U plus AT. V square equals U square plus 2AS. And S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Just observe which equation we want to use. Say what we want, A. What all we know, we think of from first equation. In which equation we know only one, and we know all the things, and except for one unknown, we can go for that. Say in the first equation, we know V, 0. We know U, that is 20 meter per second. We know T. What we don't know, A. That's what we require in the first question. Therefore, I write here, V equals U plus AT. We analyzed. This can be used to get the A, because in this equation, we know V, we know U, we know T, only one unknown, so we can do. Therefore, A can be written as V minus U by T. What is V? 0 minus U, 20 by T, 4, which is minus 5 meter per second square. Meter per second square. A. So once we know A, how to find S? We choose another equation here. You can use any one of these two, because V known, U known, A known, S is can be calculated, or from this also. U known, T known, and you can use any one, A also known. I want to use this equation. Say anyone, I use S, or V square equals U square plus 2AS can be used. Say I write V square. I write V square equals U square plus 2AS. V0 we know. U known. A known. So S can be calculated. S is equal to V square minus U square by 2A. Substitute everything. 0 minus U is 20 square by 2 into A is 5, minus 5. Therefore, how to finish off this calculation? Observe, I finish off this calculation like this. Just observe. Say this amounts to be 400 by 10. That means 40 meters. 40 meters. So we know both the answers now. Acceleration is minus 5 meter per second square. Why minus? It is retardation. That means after applying the brake, velocity goes on decreasing. And distance traveled is 40. So we got both the answers, and we have written the units also. So that ends this numerical. Now we proceed on to one more numerical. we think of third numerical. Just observe, we read it. Again, same method to be applied. Always, if you practice this method, you will be able to solve even level 3 problems easily. But to practice applying this method is very, very important, my dear friends. We go for third problem there. A balloon is ascending with a velocity of 9.8 meter per second. A sandbag is dropped from the balloon when is at a height of 39.2 meter from the ground. Calculate the time taken by the bag to reach the ground. Say we are asked to calculate time taken by the bag to reach the ground. How to calculate this? Just observe. We try to write down a picture. Here, balloon is ascending, means, say hot air balloons in which persons also can rise up, go up. Say we imagine. I write the figure first. This is the balloon basket, and here we have the balloon and personnel are standing here. Now, they drop a bag. This is the bag, and we imagine, say this as the ground. We have written the figure for the first sentence. A balloon is ascending with a velocity of 9.8 meter per second. That means the velocity of the balloon, u we write 9.8 meter per second. A sandbag is dropped. This is our sandbag. Observe, like this you are supposed to create a picture. Sandbag. And when it is at a height of 39.2 meter, that means when this height from the ground, we write h, 39.2 meter. From the ground, the bag is dropped. Bag is dropped. Calculate the time taken by the bag to reach the ground. You are asked to calculate time taken by the bag to reach. Say we imagine the height from which bag is dropped, that is 39.2, the height where it is dropped. So that is also taken as the balloon height from the ground. This is the picture for, say, the given problem. Now how to solve this problem? We think of what all the things known, u known, h known, t to be calculated, and also observe it is the vertical motion under the gravity, because Earth's gravity, in all these cases, acceleration on the Earth's surface can be taken as minus g minus 9.8 meter per second square can be taken, because we assume always upward direction as positive direction, downward direction as negative, as acceleration due to gravity. That means acceleration created by the Earth. That's why we call it as due to gravity. We take it as negative because it is always downward. Now, and also that can be changed depending on the vector signs that we think of now. Just observe. We are asked to calculate the time. Say displacement is given, that is h is displacement, and u we know, time to be calculated, which a is also known. So which formula we want to use? I write all the three again, or else if you can remember, I can use now s is equal to ut plus half at square. Observe, in this problem there is no need for any conversion because all of them are in SI units only. Here S is known, H 39.2, U is known, T to be calculated, and A we know minus. So we can substitute everything, except for T, everything is known, we substitute. 39.2 equals, observe, H is downwards, displacement downward. The sandbag comes down, therefore S is taken as positive. Or if you take S displacement negative direction, minus 39.2. U upwards, so positive y direction, 9.8 plus T. And A minus, so minus half, 9.8 T square. So we can simplify this. 4.9 times we get a quadratic equation. I write it. 4.9 t square minus 9.8 t plus 39.2 equals 0. 39.2 equals 0. You can divide it by 4.9. You can make it simpler. 4.9 2 times is 9.8 2t minus plus say 4.9 this say absurd, this is also minus not plus because this is taken onto this side, this is also minus, so minus 39.2 divided by 9.8 is 8 times, which will give us this quadratic equation, what you can solve as t into t minus 4. The factors are 4 and 2 there, and plus 2 into t minus 4 you can write equals 0. So t minus 4 equals 0, t plus 2 equals 0. Time negative, this cannot be applied. T equals 4 seconds. This is the answer. I'll show you this. Just observe. T square minus 2t equals 8. Sorry, minus 8 equals 0. Factors are 4 and 2. So t into t minus 4 plus 2 into t minus 4 we can write. T minus 4 is 0, t plus 2 is 0. Therefore, t equals 4 seconds and t equals minus 2 seconds cannot be taken. So this cannot be considered. Only t equals 4 seconds valid. Answer for this question is 4 seconds. So with this, observe, we are applying the method to solve the problems carefully here by step. You must learn this method to solve. We start learning fourth problem now. Here also again to say we need to read the problem carefully and try to create a picture for this. These steps to be practiced for each and every problem. So what you read. So this will help you to make you powerful in solving the problems, say numericals. We start with that. First we read the problem, fourth problem. A car starts from rest and accelerates uniformly at the rate of 2 meters per second square for 20 seconds. It then maintains a constant velocity for 10 seconds. The brakes are then applied and the car is uniformly retarded and comes to rest in 5 seconds. Find the distance traveled. Say, we read it again. And as well as while we read, we try to draw the figure. A car starts from a rest. Say, I write a figure like this. This is the road on which car is moving. Say we first write down like this. This is the car's position and it starts from rest. What does it indicate? Initial velocity 0. Now, it moves at the rate of 2 meters per second square. So it gets accelerated up to 20 seconds. Say after at 20 seconds from the start, it is at this position. This time is I call as t1, 20 seconds there. And it acquires a velocity. It acquires some velocity at the rate of, that means a1 I call, 2 meter per second square, a1. After that, it moves like that with the same velocity v for 10 seconds. Say. At 10 seconds, it comes to here. Here to here gap is 10 seconds. I call it as t to 10 seconds. Here also the velocity v remains same. Next, the brakes are then applied and car is uniformly retarded to comes to rest in the 5 seconds. Say next, brake applied. Here v dash 0. At this point, brakes are applied. Brakes are applied, so it comes to rest. And in 5 seconds, time is given, t3 equals 5 seconds. Observe this sort of picture to be created by reading the problem. Always, it is essential. If you want to learn good problem solving technique, you just practice this. You must do this. Now, we start with the analyzing the problem. What are the things asked? We have written the data what is given in the first sentence. Second sentence, the brakes are then applied and the car is uniformly retarded and comes to rest in 5 seconds. So that is also written. Find the distance traveled. You are asked to calculate the total distance traveled from start to end. Say we imagine, we write the distances here. From here to here in 20 seconds, it travels S1. From here to here in 10 seconds, it travels S2. From here to here, it travels S3. We need to find S1 question mark, S2 question mark, S3 question mark, because therefore S is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3. We need to find these things now. So which equation we can apply that we think of? Say U we know, A we know for the first stretch S1, T is also known. Therefore S is equal to ut plus half at square can be applied easily. So we find S1 like this, just observe. We find S1. How to find S1? For that I write formula. S1 is equal to U T1 plus half A1 T1 square. We substitute everything. U 0, T1 need not be written. Half A 2 T1 square 20 square. This cancels. So 400 meter is S1. S1 is 400 meter. We calculated S1. So how to calculate S2? Observe. It then maintains, we read second sentence, it then maintains a constant velocity for 10 seconds. That means here to here A0, because it is constant velocity, A0. Then how to find S2? We use the same relation. S2 equals, we call this as V into T2. Because A is 0, because for this velocity S2, V is the starting velocity and ending velocity is also V. Instead of in that formula U initial velocity, we have to write V only, because when S2 starts, its velocity is, S2 journey starts, its velocity is V and ends also V. Therefore VT2. But what is V? Observe here. To find S2, you know T2 given 10 seconds, but we don't know V. V is not known. Put a cross mark there. V gotilla makla. Then how to solve V? For that we need to search. Say what is V? S1 journey after 20 seconds. Observe, V is the final velocity for S1 journey after 20 seconds. Then that tells us from S1 journey, from S1 journey we can write these things. Say V equals U plus A1 T1. V is final velocity for S1 journey, so V equals 0 plus A1 2 and T1 20, so 40 meter per second. V calculated. So once we know V, S2 can be calculated. V into T2. Observe, we calculate, this is a two-step problem. For S2 calculation, first you have to find V, the final velocity of S1 journey, and then you calculate S2. So now we are set to calculate S2. 40 V into T2, the time 10 seconds, so 400 meter. S2 is also 400 meter. We mark them. Here also I mark S1, 400 meter. Once we know S1 and S2, we think of S3. How to calculate S3? Observe, for S3 journey, we know final velocity, V dash 0. And we know initial velocity, what is in the journey S2, that is V, 40 meter per second, that we know. So once we know V, T3 is also known. V dash is known, S3 to be calculated. So can we use S3 equals ut plus half at square? Definitely, but we don't know A. How to calculate? Observe carefully. Now we go for the solution for S3. We do that. Look at the situation. For S3 calculation, I can apply ut plus half at square. Here u is V for S2 journey. S2 journey ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅದು V. T given T3 5 second, which is T. Then S3 to be calculated, we put a question mark. U known, T known, but A is not known. We have to calculate the retardation. How to calculate the retardation? That we try now. Say which formula we can use. We know final velocity, we know initial velocity and time. So as you can guess now easily, we use V equals U plus AT. V equals U plus AT. So V equals U plus AT. V0, V is V dash, we write. V is V dash, which is equal to 0. U is V now, which is 40 meter per second. And T is 5 second. T is T3. Now we substitute everything there. 0 U40 plus A T is 5. So A equals minus 40 by 5 minus 8 meter per second square. 8 meter per second square. Once we get A, we straight away substitute and calculate for, say, we do that here. We know A, so S3 is U is, I apply for that V. U is V, V is 40. Therefore 40 into T, time for that is 5 second, ut minus half, because A is minus there, half. A is 8 into T square. Into what is T square there? T3 is 5 square. So this is 4 times. So 200 minus 4 into 25 is 100. So 100. S3 is 100. Now what is the total distance? We calculate it. I write the total distance here at the end, or else here itself. S is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3. It is 400 plus 400 plus 100. Let me write that here if you cannot see that. S is S1 plus S2 plus S3. 400 plus 400 plus 100, which amounts to be 900 meter. So that is the final answer, the total distance traveled. Observe, this numerical is easier, but you need to get the picture of complete situation first, as we have written the diagram. Later on, you start thinking of what to find, total distance. So try to find S1, S2, S3 separately. In finding S2, you need to find V. Okay, this is how we need to solve the numerical.